Alright, I'm crappy at introductions. If you've seen any of my other videos, I'm very crappy at introductions. You probably know me already, and if you don't, my name's Matthew. This is my camera guy, Nick. Nick? Hello. Okay. I'm a bit of a philosopher in my own right. You know, I can't say I'm experienced enough in wisdom to claim myself to be a true philosopher, but to obtain philosophy is to search wisdom and to develop wisdom. And if that is invalid, well, people can correct me, and then I shall reinstate what I say and evaluate it. So, what I'd like to touch upon in this video, and in today's discussion, is whether or not things exist. What exists? You know, like, you guys can see me right now, or hear me if you're blind, and, you know, that makes me exist, but that only exists as an objective. I'm an objective, an external force that you could see and touch, smell, hear, whatever. You know, that's how we perceive things to be existent. Is if we use our 5 senses: touch, smell, taste, sight, and sound. Those 5. If we use those things, we can determine if something is real or not. But what about, you know, people say they claim to have a 6th sense. You know, like PSI or of all that. Does that exist? We can't touch that, we can't smell it, but they can feel it. So is feeling the 6th sense? Maybe people have it enhanced? Alright, I'm going off topic. So, let's do this. If you can see this, this is a Tokidoki necklace. It's a happy cloud that turns into an angry cloud.
Okay.
Now, you see this, and if you're blind, you can hear it, okay? And if you're not blind and you're not deaf, you can hear and see it. This exists because you can see it and hear it, okay? But that's only because that's it. You don't, like, that's the only reason why you can determine if it exists, is because you can do those things. What if I go like this? Okay, and for those of you who are blind, I have now covered the necklace so you cannot see it. Yeah, see? And it doesn't make a sound when I shake it. Okay? It does not exist anymore. It's a truth. It once existed, yes. It is the past now. It now becomes a belief that it is still there. You know, I'm not a magician, so of course it's still there. But for the sake of conversation, right, let's say that it did disappear, and it was wrong. That everyone who said, "Oh, it's still there," was wrong. What? Was their reality was the reality right? Was the reality wrong? Were they correct in saying that it was still there? Well, yes and no. Okay. Reality is 2 things. Okay. Reality is objective and it's subjective. And for those who do not know the objective and subjective, objective means external. It can be viewed by many. It can be viewed by people or animals or objects, or like something that can have a thought about it. If, say, like this necklace, you all can see it. You all can see that this necklace is it's a happy cloud face, okay? Now, that's an objective. That's external. It's an external object that you guys can have thoughts upon. And, you know, hearing this rant and rave, you guys can have your opinions on, okay, either he's a genius, he doesn't know what he's talking about. It can go both ways. Or maybe, yeah, he's right, no, he's not right. That's objective. If you voice what you think, it becomes an objective thought. Now, if you keep it inside, if you just think wise, it becomes subjective. Because subjective means to the self. It is the individual experience. So, this is external. The belief that it is there now is subjective. Although it could be collective among the individuals, it is still subjective to the self. That is reality. It is 2 in 1. There is the subjective reality in which people experience as an individual, such as memories, experiences, all these things. And then there's objective. There's the things that we can do like this. I can do that. I can move on like this, you know? That's an objective reality. Subjective is if I think it's not there, you know, be like magic-wise, it's not there anymore. That's subjective, but you know that is false. Remember this. I'm going to point this out now, and you will see this in my future videos. Arguments can only be valid or invalid. They can never be true or false. In arguments, there's only volatility or involatility. And only in statements is there truth or false. Remember that. Arguments, volatility, involatility. Statements, true or false. Remember that, because if I do any more of these philosophy videos, they will pop up. But that is reality for you. Reality is yourself and everyone else. And what is subjective to yourself is real to you.
Like my thoughts that those people in the hallways are idiots are subjective.
Oh no, now it becomes objective.
There you go.
Because you have voiced it. Before, if you did not voice it and you've held it to yourself, it is a subjective thought. So I hope you guys have all got a clear grasp on subjective and objective, because I'm going to be using that a lot. Okay, I'm going to be using that a ton actually. Okay, and if I use a word that you don't understand, it's because the English language is so plain, and I don't know any other language at the moment to use. The English language is so plain; it's always butchered. So many dual meanings, misinterpretations. So if I use a word like perceive instead of thinking, there's a reason.
Or even gay.
Yeah, if I use gay, don't think of homosexual. I will use homosexual if I mean the term homosexual. When I mean gay, I mean happy.
Yep.
All right?
Like the old Christmas song.
And you know what? If you guys have a problem with that, well, I'm sorry, but that's the English language for you. All right? If I want to use the word homosexual or a female dog, I will use those certain words for them. You know, the word bitch is for the female dog. I do not mean it.
And like fuck is not really
the
a bad
word fuck is for unlawful carnal knowledge. It's an acronym. And for you those who don't know that, there is some English for you. Okay, so please don't butcher the English language. It would really mean a lot to me and everyone else. You know, it's like... Okay, so if you haven't noticed, I like to dilate from subject to subject as I go on to talk. So, this is going to be the end of it for now. And, I hope to see you guys in more videos. And if you guys, like I said, right down there, comment. Okay? Comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you still want me to do these things. See you guys.